Emotional uncertainty. Women are drawn to emotional stability like moths to a steady flame in a storm. While your words and actions matter, they pale in comparison to the foundation of unwavering emotional certainty you provide. Like a lighthouse guiding ships through rough waters, your emotional steadiness creates safety and attraction simultaneously. In this video, I'll share why apologizing too quickly can actually damage her attraction to you and reveal the powerful truth about what truly makes a man irresistible in relationships. The emotional certainty paradox. Have you noticed how women seem drawn to men who remain calm during chaos? There's a reason for this that most men completely miss. It's what I call the emotional certainty paradox. And understanding it will transform how women respond to you. Most men today believe showing emotions and vulnerability is what women want. We've heard it everywhere, in magazines, on TV shows, and from relationship experts. Open up, they say. Share your feelings, they insist. Women want sensitive men who aren't afraid to cry. This advice sounds good and feels progressive, but when men actually follow it, something unexpected happens. They express vulnerability and emotions, only to watch as the woman's attraction mysteriously fades away. I've seen this pattern hundreds of times. A man becomes emotionally expressive, then can't understand why the woman who claimed to want emotional openness now seems distant and uninterested. This creates a confusing contradiction that leaves many men frustrated. If women say they want emotional men, why do they lose attraction when men actually show their emotions? The answer reveals one of women's hidden weaknesses, one they often don't even recognize in themselves. Women are seeking men with emotional certainty, which differs entirely from simply being emotional. Emotional certainty means having a stable emotional core that doesn't get easily shaken by external circumstances. It's the difference between expressing emotions thoughtfully and being controlled by them reactively. This preference has deep biological roots. Research shows women are wired to seek security and stability in potential partners, a survival mechanism evolved over thousands of years. When life was dangerous and unpredictable, women needed partners who remained steady during crises. This programming still influences attraction today, even in our modern world where physical dangers are less common. Consider the challenging situations you've faced with a woman present. Perhaps a flat tire on a dark road, an argument with a stranger, or a financial setback. The men who maintain composure during these moments trigger a powerful attraction response in women. When a man stays composed during stress, he signals that he can handle life's challenges without falling apart. I experienced this when my car broke down while driving with a woman I had recently started dating. Rather than showing frustration, I calmly handled the situation and maintained a positive attitude. Later, she confided that my response made her feel safe in a way she couldn't rationally explain. Not because I fixed the problem, but because my emotions remained steady when things went wrong. This stability is like being a lighthouse in a storm. Steady, reliable, and guiding. The lighthouse doesn't deny the storm exists or pretend the waves aren't crashing. It simply remains unmoved, continuing to provide light regardless of surrounding conditions. For women seeking a safe harbor in life's storms, this emotional certainty creates an irresistible pull. The mistake many men make is believing that apologizing quickly or showing emotional reactivity demonstrates caring. They think immediate responses to a woman's emotions show empathy and connection. What they're actually communicating is emotional uncertainty, that their internal state can be easily disrupted. Compare these responses. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. Please don't be mad. What can I do to fix this? Versus, I understand you're upset. Let's talk about it when you're ready. The first centers on the man's anxiety and need for immediate resolution. The second shows he's emotionally secure enough to give space while remaining engaged. I coached a client whose girlfriend frequently tested him with small conflicts. His initial pattern of immediate apologies and anxious resolution attempts made her more distant. When he learned to respond with calm confidence, acknowledging her feelings without becoming emotionally reactive, their relationship transformed. She later admitted feeling more attracted to him when he maintained his emotional center. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions. That creates disconnection. It means processing them internally before expressing them thoughtfully. It means developing the emotional maturity to feel things without being controlled by those feelings. A practical way to develop this quality is practicing the pause. When something triggers an emotional reaction, take a breath before responding. Ask yourself, how would a man with complete emotional certainty respond? Often, the answer involves fewer words, less reactivity, and more thoughtful consideration. Some men misinterpret this advice and show no emotion at all. Women aren't attracted to emotional emptiness, but to emotional fullness that remains stable under pressure. Think of it as the difference between a paper cup and a stone cup. Both hold water emotions, but one collapses when squeezed while the other maintains its shape. Emotional certainty benefits every area of life. The man who maintains his emotional center during challenges makes better decisions, builds stronger relationships, and experiences less unnecessary suffering. Start by identifying your emotional triggers, situations that most easily disturb your center. Once you know these triggers, practice maintaining calm stability when they arise. Each time you respond with composure instead of reactivity, you strengthen this quality. Remember that emotional certainty doesn't mean never changing your mind or admitting mistakes. Men with true emotional certainty find it easy to apologize when appropriate because their sense of self isn't threatened by acknowledging errors. They apologize from strength rather than fear. Women have a natural attraction to this quality because it provides security in an insecure world. When you develop emotional certainty, you're meeting one of their deepest needs, becoming the steady presence that allows them to feel safe exploring their own emotions fully.